Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Laughter Talks. And we are having a segment of Ask Roberta E today. And she's that very lovely lady. And Roberta, let me introduce myself to you first. I'm
Oh,
Priscilla Moss, and I wanted to meet you. And I met you mentally in our last show, but you are a fantastic, beautiful actress and author. And Marguerite Fair is our mutual friend. And she told me all about what you do and Amelia Earhart book that you've written. Is this the self help book that she was telling me about?
it is. It is. And
Well,
I think that Marguerite has gotten a lot of good advice that we've talked over. And maybe that's where she might be having a lot of fun and creating more passionate ideas for
oh,
future productions and
and
just following her passion and doing what she
she
loves.
is, and she just loves you. So I hope you don't mind. But I asked her if I could be with you today instead of her. You don't mind,
Oh,
do you?
no, not at all. I always like to meet friends of Marguerite.
Oh, oh, thank you. Okay, so this is Amelia Earhart, me and our friends journaling the journey. And this is a self help book. Does everyone see that? And I love your pictures. And you have this marvelous picture on the back. Beautiful. Where can people get these, Roberta?
Oh, well, they can buy it on Amazon.com or they can go to Instagram or Facebook and message me, and I could send them an autographed copy. So,
Oh,
yeah,
thank
so
you
there
for
you can get
sharing that.
it
I'll have Marguerite make sure she puts that information for everyone so they can contact you on Facebook. Well, I
and
thank you.
Instagram.
And Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram, those are two other ways that you can be reached. So that's very good. We want people to know. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for letting me be your hostess. But we do have people to help. But Roberta, uh, in asking Roberta E., which is a very important segment of the shows that Marguerite does, I know that you help people. But before we get to the questions about the people we're helping, I have three questions that Marguerite asked that I asked you. Would that be okay with you? Is that okay?
Go ahead. We just love to have improvisational questions.
Okay. Well, let me do this here. Now, the first question is this. Now, let me change the view so when you speak, oh, I did it. Now, Roberta, the first question is this. What was the best part of 2022 for you?
Oh my goodness. The best part of 2022 for me
Yes.
um, was ironically, well, I got to spend a lot of time with my family because we still weren't going out. And actually, you can make lemons out of lemonade.
Very
And
good.
yes, and we did a lot of family walking and talking and cooking, and I did lots of sewing, and um, I actually did 3 or 4 films on Zoom. Uh, they were filmed. It was very fascinating.
Wonderful.
With of all, you wouldn't believe the stars that we all worked with, even though we weren't in person until a few months ago. We actually did an in person uh, production, the final aspect of the movie, and that's when we met. And Bob Odenkirk, who was Better Call Saul, and he is just the kindest, nicest, most down to earth person you've ever met. And Danny Houston, who was is John Huston's son, and he was on Yellowstone. And this filming was all done remotely. We never met. We filmed it ourselves. We were directed through emails and through texting. And then we came together for the final scene, and it'll be out probably the end of January.
And what is the name of this project?
It's a movie called Worlds Apart, and it's actually takes place during the quarantine. For the movie actually is based on that. People might think they've had too much of it, but it looks like it's going to be very, very cute and very interesting with all-star cast, including me.
Well,
And
that's
so
wonderful, Roberta.
you'll
Wonderful.
have to relate this to Marguerite.
I will. And when you say that this is coming out, what, how is it coming out? What is the platform?
It's feature film.
Feature film. Will it be on Netflix or YouTube?
I haven't. Director hasn't said anything.
Oh,
Director
okay.
producer.
But it
So
will be, you will have information. And when
yes,
you do, you must send that link to Marguerite. She told me to tell you for any projects you're doing that she will share them for you. So make sure that
oh,
you
thank
do
you.
that.
Yes.
Well, that was a wonderful answer for the first question. That's amazing. And I am sitting here sending you love. By the way, as we sit here, I have a very special crystal.
I
So
can
you're
feel the
feeling the love
energy.
and a very special love heart. So you see,
Oh, I can feel it.
can you feel that? I'm
I
sending
actually
you.
can. Oh my
See,
goodness. I just feel like I'm
see?
going to be
Yes,
brighter than the sun.
that's it. That's it. So I wanted you to feel that before our next question. And I like all the good spirits to be here for us. Now, what was your biggest challenge, Roberta, that you faced in 1922? Biggest
in
challenge.
in 1922 or
That's like now, that's, yeah,
2022.
because when we see this, it's 23. So now it's 22. And what was your biggest challenge this year?
My biggest challenge, I think, was what everybody's biggest challenge was to deal in a positive way with the hopefully the this uh I was going to say last year of the pandemic. So I think and that's one of my things for everybody to think about is find a positive spin on whatever you do. Don't let negativity pull you in and drown you, because it can very quickly. Happier, and that will make you happier, and it will spread the joy.
So true.
Yes, that's I think, and yeah, that's really the
Well,
focus.
that's
Try to be
wonderful. Yes, and
positive.
you're so right. We have all had to face these challenges, and being positive is always the best way to handle it. And it is possible, everyone. Roberta lets you know that, and so did I.
It's
It's
either
all possible.
half that glass is either half empty or half full. It just depends how you look
And
at it.
mine is
Of course, it might be a
half,
dirty glass.
half
So you
full.
have,
And before you get any naughty ideas, Roberta, this is cranberry juice and water with
oh,
electrolyte.
that's my favorite. I have that every
Yes,
day.
and I put electrolytes in the water, so you see the electrical charges.
That's why
And
it's lighting up.
mhm. Oh, I'm full of energy when I drink that. Okay, I have one more question for you, Roberta.
Uh-huh.
Now, what is something new that you would like to challenge yourself with in this new year?
Oh, that's fascinating. Well, to I, to make my own movie would be the challenge. I've never made my own movie. I mean, and that would be the biggest challenge. That would be it.
Oh, I like the way you think.
Or
You know
write
what?
another. Yeah, that was what it was going.
Yes, and that is a very good aspiration because it's very doable. You'll have to contact Marguerite and talk more about that because the woman's already planning another movie. I held up her cards for Marguerite. I used the Joker card because she's so silly, and I did it, and I found out she's moving to Oklahoma.
Oh my, yes, and I'm going to
Yes.
miss her so much, but we have Zoom. and
Yes.
I'll see her all the time on Zoom. And
Yes, she told me to tell you, don't worry. She's going to be with you if you don't mind. We have a couple of questions from people who like to get your advice, Roberta. Are you ready to help a couple of people?
I would, and I wanted to say that in 2023, I am here for everybody to ask me advice about making relationships work, or how to do the breakup if you have to do it.
Oh, that's very, very
Not that that's
helpful.
negative, sometimes that's a positive. Sometimes you have to have
Well,
the strength
we
to do it.
must end relationships at times for our own better health, Roberta. You're right. Some relationships are toxic.
Right.
Oh, okay, now we have a caller. Let me tell you what's going on. Her name is Nellie, and she's 37 years old. And Roberta, she wants to know why she can't find the right match. She belongs to seven, listen, seven online dating services and two singles clubs and a singles meetup. And she attends a monthly dance at the senior centers. And she still can't find even an old man. Roberta, this is horrible. You have good advice. What do you think she should do?
And her name is Bella, right?
Not Nellie.
Oh, Nellie. Why did I think Bella? Nellie.
Nellie.
Oh, Nellie. Whoa, Nellie.
Oh, Nellie.
I hope you don't take offense to that, Nellie. It actually sounds like, Nellie, you might be focused more on joining all these groups that you're so spread thin, you can't really see the tree that's the right tree in that busy, busy forest. So I would look at all the organizations you've joined, really see which ones are working out for you and which ones aren't. Maybe pick three, even would be a lot, and see, are the online ones working? What about the in person? Maybe do one in person, one online, and then another one. And then think about, what are you looking for in your partner? If everybody you meet isn't fulfilling that, maybe take a moment and see if if there's a realistic edge to what you're really seeking, or even you really want a partner, a permanent relationship. Sometimes we think we want things, but we keep putting stumbling blocks in the way because we really don't want that.
That's
Maybe you really
true.
like your independence and you just want to be a butterfly that kind of flits to the each one, not
Butterfly.
necessarily for intimate relationships, but just to get to know a lot of different people. And if that's your goal, then have fun, stay with all those different groups. I just think it may be a little too many groups and you just may actually be overwhelmed because you're trying so hard. So I hope that's helpful, Nellie. Let's
Yeah.
go. Giddy up.
Yeah, I think Nellie will be very pleased because I think you're right. She might be overwhelmed. If you're trying too hard, it's like forcing things. I can see in the cards. It's like, no, Roberta's right. You don't want to.
See things very, very, we're very, very in sync. I can just
Yes,
feel that.
yes,
Yeah.
because we're coming in love and we want everyone to find love so that they don't get brokenhearted. That was wonderful advice, Roberta. And now we have another question. This is from a man. I know
Oh,
you love to love his monograms. Frank Foster is a local politician who just can't sleep anymore. He says he thinks he should pick a new profession, Roberta. Probably should, where he doesn't have to lie all the time. Would you be able to give him suggestions for finding a new career? He
all
is
right. Oh,
he
sorry.
is yeah, he is 60 years old, so he would appreciate any advice you can give him because time is ticking and
He's
people don't like him too much anymore.
he's 66 0,
And he's a
and he,
politician who
yes,
lies and he
All
can't
right.
sleep.
Well, first of all, I don't know what his name is. Do we have a name?
Frank Foster.
Oh, that's right. Frank Foster.
Just
Yes.
call him FF.
Yes, FF. I was gonna say, um,
We have advice for you, FF.
right. Well, Frank, first of all, you said you don't like being a politician because you have to lie all the time. There is the other choice of being a politician that doesn't lie all the time. Possibly, I would think. What are your interests? Are you just want to leave the political arena? Do you want to go into areas that are still political in some aspect? And you say you don't want you don't because you don't want to lie. I think the big issue here is that you feel you have to lie to get through being a politician. So actually, and go into your creative side. Find your creative side and let all that juice, all that angst about lying just float away and put it into some kind of an artistic endeavor. That would be my advice to Frank.
That's Frank. Frank, that's the best advice you're going to get. I would
That's true.
suggest you take it.
Oh, and that's true. That's true.
Yes, you were very kind. And
And so have fun every day. Do something a little fun every day. Follow your passions and take care of your body and your mind and your spiritual self.
Roberta, that is wonderful because I'm glad you mentioned that because I wanted to say that in looking through your book, right here on page 167, you have happiness demands an exciting life. And that's one of your chapters. And I think that fits right into what we're talking about, don't you? I mean, so this book is actually a wonderful opportunity. And again, this is Amelia Earhart, me and our friends journaling the journey. And the nice thing about it is you actually get to journal in here and write your own answers. There's pages for you to take notes. And Roberta, you just hit it right on the head. And this book is a very helpful guide, which is what makes you such a wise, wise woman. And we appreciate so much the people that you do help. Thank you so much, Roberta.
Thank you, Priscilla. And just send Marguerite my love. And I look forward to seeing her on our next Ask Roberta E. And also, maybe you'll pop in sometimes and say hi.
I would love that. I would love that. I'll have to share that with Marguerite. Well, thank you so much. And I want to say goodbye to our audience. Thank you for watching and have a healthy and happy and joyful new year. And remember, if you have a problem, just write in and ask Roberta E.
That's right. Happy 2023. May it be a wonderful, healthy, safe, and fulfilling year for everybody. See you on Ask Roberta E.
Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody. Bye, Roberta.